Imagine, in the pages of the Bible, there are stories of God's intervention in the human world, miracles far beyond human understanding. But is there something more mysterious, beyond what we are taught? In 1969, in a remote village in Siberia, miners discovered an ancient marble coffin buried deep underground. Inside, it's a flawlessly beautiful young woman, as if sleeping peacefully in a mysterious pink liquid. What amazed the world was the age of the coffin, 800 million years ago. Has God intervened to protect her over millions of years? Or is she evidence of a greater power that we never knew existed? Is this a test of faith, or a warning of a terrible truth that humanity should not discover? On a September day, in a remote and mysterious land where nature is harsh, life is endlessly difficult, this place hides under the snow-covered roofs of Siberia. The village of Kisht, in the Tung district of the Kemerovo region, is a large part of the former Soviet Union, now part of the Russian Federation. A terrible event happened, as if out of a fiction novel. At a depth of 70 meters underground and in deep mines, miners accidentally discovered a marble sarcophagus that is astonishingly old, up to 800 million years, or, according to some scientists, only about 100 million years old. This challenges all existing knowledge of human history. The coffin not only contains treasure, but is also a shocking discovery. Inside was the perfectly preserved body of a young woman, about 25 to 30 years old, with long, dark brown hair and sparkling blue eyes. Her skin was strangely white, whiter than even those with albinism. This woman, known as Princess Tung, lies in a coffin as if asleep, surrounded by a mysterious pink liquid. Next to her head was a black metal box, unlike anything the miners had ever seen. Later, as technology developed, many people believed that the box was shaped like a modern-day smartphone. The skin of Princess Tung is smooth, strangely clean, with no signs of decomposition or aging. Her skin was strangely white, which astonished onlookers. Everyone said that she looked healthier and more alive than them. Curiosity motivated a young man to recklessly touch the pink liquid and taste it. Unfortunately, just a week later, he lost his mind and couldn't remember his home. In the end, he did not survive in the cold. His death was just the beginning of a series of tragedies related to this discovery. Soon after, high-ranking officials, police, firefighters, and even the military quickly rushed to the scene. In particular, KGB agents in civilian clothes appeared on a red helicopter, immediately cordoned off the area and warned residents of the risk of infection from the coffin when the pink liquid was sucked out. The horror happened. The woman's already perfect body began to transform, her skin turning from white to black in a matter of minutes, making her vibrancy disappear completely. This led many to believe that the pink liquid had the ability to preserve the body, keeping her in a stagnant state for millions of years. The body of Princess Tunguska was then transferred to Novosibirsk for study. Scientists here insist that her state of preservation is unlike anything they've ever seen in archaeology or biology, and they can't explain how she was so perfectly preserved. Scientific tests showed that her coffin and body were dated to 800 million years, an unbelievable number, which left scientists bewildered, as Earth was home to only the simplest organisms, not such complex life. This discovery not only challenges any understanding of human history, but also opens up a series of questions. Is Princess Tunguska a witness to a divine era from ancient times, when God appeared and directly intervened in life on Earth? Is she a testament to the existence of a mystical spiritual world, which existed before mankind understood its own existence? Or is she a messenger sent by God from another divine realm, carrying mysterious messages of divine power and intervention that we cannot yet comprehend? The incident was quickly concealed by the Soviet government. All relevant information was erased. But the secret of Princess Tunguska cannot be forgotten forever. It still makes those who hear this story shudder and doubt the truth that is being hidden. After the body of Princess Tunguska was transferred to Novosibirsk for study, scientists conducted a series of experiments to understand her origin and extraordinary state of preservation. However, no scientific explanation can explain how this body survived for hundreds of millions of years without decomposing. This raises a terrible question. Are we facing a secret beyond human comprehension? Rumors are spreading that Princess Tunguska may not be a person from Earth, but a messenger who came on a divine mission from the Creator. The mysterious pink liquid may be a transcendent liquid used to preserve the body over millions of years in order to retain a witness to a divine era or a world that God created long ago. Are we facing evidence of a supreme intervention? The Soviet government, realizing the seriousness of this discovery, blocked all relevant information. The researchers, documents, and experimental results were wiped out, leaving no trace for the outside world. Those who knew this story or were involved in the excavation were either held captive or mysteriously disappeared. The secrecy that overshadows the discovery of Princess Tunguska as a terrifying reminder that there are truths that humans should not learn. However, in the 2000s, some reports from retired former KGB officials began to leak out. They recounted the whole incident in a shuddering tone. Those involved in the event, from scientists to miners, all met with mysterious deaths. Some people were found dead under unexplained conditions, with their bodies showing signs of being impacted by an invisible force. Every event involving Princess Tunguska seems to lead to a tragic ending. People in the village where the coffin was discovered were forced to leave, and the coal mine area was permanently closed. The whole village fell silent, as if erased from the map. The questions about Princess Tunguska have never had a clear answer. Is she really a witness to a forgotten spiritual era where God was once powerfully present? Or is she a witness to a spiritual world beyond human comprehension? Is that pink liquid a miracle or divine power that mankind has never known? The truth about Princess Tunguska is still buried in secrecy, but her story continues to haunt and excite the curiosity. Strive to understand the curiosity which is in the mysteries, and worship the marvels that he believes. The deaths, blockades, and disappearances of those involved make anyone who hears this story shudder. Although the Soviet government tried to hide the truth, the mysteries surrounding Princess Tunguska still spread silently. Some believe that she was the last of a great spiritual world, chosen and protected by God for millions of years before the arrival of humans, while others believe that she carried a divine mission from God himself, sent to Earth as part of a mysterious plan that humans have not yet understood. Is she a witness to a marvelous time in which God directly intervenes in the world, or is she a symbol of something greater, a divine message that we have not yet been able to decipher? The special thing is that after this story was blocked, no one knew what happened to the princess's body. Some believed that she was taken by the government to a secret place for study, while others believed that scientists tried to revive her but failed, and her body decomposed shortly afterwards. The people of Hatpi village are threatened and forced to remain silent, but there seems to be some kind of curse related to those who come into contact with the coffin and the mysterious pink liquid. Some people, including scientists and miners, have died in confusing circumstances or disappeared without a trace. These events only increased anxiety and fear, causing this story to be ignored for a long time. By the 2000s, a number of independent researchers with a passion for uncovering hidden mysteries were trying to recover information and connect the pieces of the story. They found that the incident was not merely an archaeological discovery, but was also related to top-secret Soviet government research into biopreservation and space exploration. Many conspiracy theorists claim that the Soviet government experimented on Princess Tunguska's body in order to learn and exploit the technology that the pink liquid could bring. Some people believe that this liquid not only has the ability to preserve the body, but is also a transcendent form of energy, which can sustain life for an infinite period of time. However, all relevant evidence was erased. Those who worked on the project, including scientists and the military, were forced to remain silent. A thick veil of mystery still shrouds this story, and no one has access to what remains from the horrific discovery in 1969. Questions that still have no clear answers. Who is Princess Tisul really? Where are you from? What happened to her body and coffin? Are she a vestige of a great spiritual era that God created before the appearance of mankind? Or is she evidence of God's divine intervention in the world? Are you a testament to a divine plan that humanity has not yet been able to comprehend, sent to a mission known only to God? Why did everyone who came into contact with her meet a tragic fate? To this day, the story of Princess Tisul remains one of the biggest mysteries of the 20th century. Those who dare to dig deep into the truth face great risks, but that doesn't stop the curiosity of those who want to explore things that the world is not ready to face. This terrible secret is still waiting to be revealed, and perhaps it will forever change the way we look at history and our place in the universe. The story of Princess Tisul is still in the dark as a haunting reminder of the mysteries that humans have not been able to solve. It is one of the most horrific findings, not only challenging all scientific knowledge, but also sowing fear about what may be beyond our comprehension. While some people tried to find out and uncover the truth, the Soviet government remained steadfast in its determination to protect this secret. Was it because the government feared that this discovery would upend the entire historical and religious foundation that humanity had built over thousands of years? Or maybe the Soviet leaders had found something too dangerous to reveal, one thing that they believed humanity is not ready to face. Brave researchers and citizens who have searched for answers have faced terrifying fates, from mysterious deaths to inexplicable disappearances. It all seems to only add to the gloom surrounding this discovery, but human curiosity never goes away. With the development of technology and information, will there be a day when this secret will be fully revealed? Until now, those who have heard this story still feel shuddered by the question: who is Princess Tisul really? What spiritual world are you from, where God's power is more pronounced than ever? And can we discover the divine lessons from this divine intervention? Or will that truth forever be buried under the thick soil of oblivion, never touched by man? Are we missing out on a divine message that God has sent? Or is it a mystery beyond human comprehension? Whatever the answer, the story of Princess Tisul has undoubtedly left its mark on history as one of the strangest and scariest mysteries. It reminds us that there are things in this world that we cannot yet comprehend, and that there are secrets that perhaps should never be discovered. The story is simple. In a remote and mysterious land where nature is harsh and unpredictable, life is difficult and non-stop. This place is hidden among the endless snow-covered roofs of Siberia, the village of Rjavshik, in the Tisul district of the Kemerovo region. A day will forever be recorded in the annals of time. A day will forever be recorded in the annals of time. Alexander Masalijan, an experienced and respected head of the ore industry, looked anxiously at the message he received. The message said that one of his miners stumbled upon what looked like a marble coffin clinging to the Earth's age-old arms at a depth of 70 meters. Wasting no time, Masalijan reported to the authorities about this mysterious artifact found in the very center of the Mother Earth. Rumors among the miners began to spread at the speed of the north wind. "They're going to come and take it away from us," they grumbled, "and we, who have found it, will go home empty-handed. They won't even tell us what's inside." But Masalijan was determined. The coffin must be brought to the ground. It was a discovery that could change history. The miners are steadfast in deciphering the mystery to the end, motivated by the secret hope that they have discovered a buried treasure of gold. With every stroke of the hoe, with every hour of sweat, they get closer to discovering the secrets hidden deep within the marble artifact. When they opened the coffin, the gold and gemstone objects, as expected, were gone. Instead, in a strange pink liquid, a young woman lies inside. She has a delicate beauty and looks as if she was created by nature itself. like a perfect bouquet of the most beautiful flowers in the field, and is seen about 25, 30 years old, about 17018 cm tall, with wide-open blue eyes, looking up at the sky. Her dark brown hair, soft and brittle, fell to her shoulders like a waterfall, reaching to her waist. Her floral embroidered white lace dress gives her a timeless, elegant look. A small black metal box was found next to her head, hidden in the liquid. At first glance, it looks like a modern smartphone, but no one knows exactly what it is. One of the miners, agitated by deep curiosity and despite caution, dipped his finger in the liquid and tasted it. The next week was like a nightmare for him. He lost his mind, and in winter, in the bitter cold Siberian night, he froze to death outside the door of his house, unable to recognize it. This beauty was named Princess Tisul shortly after discovering her. She seems to have been thrown into our time millions of years ago. Just a few hours after the princess was dug up, men in gray protective gear appeared out of nowhere. They tried to prevent anything that might reveal this princess's secret. They turned to the crowd that had gathered with shouts of "Spread, spread," to disperse, and soon discovered that the mystery had been snatched from the miners' hands and taken by helicopter in an unknown direction. Later, in the remote Siberian city of Novosibirsk, a scientist came up with his hypotheses and speculations. He claimed that the princess was hundreds of millions of years old. According to him, the pink liquid in the fabric of her clothes are an unexplained mystery that science has not yet been able to solve. The local newspaper published a tedious article about this discovery. Just when people started thinking that this was the end of the story related to this discovery, and no one knew anything more, an unexpected thing happened. The men in gray suits returned to the town and began searching the buildings and houses in the village, confiscating all the publications containing the aforementioned article. They deny the existence of the princess and do their best to erase everything related to her from history. The scientist from Novosibirsk and the editor of the newspaper were punished for trying to reveal the truth, which the state desperately tried to hide. According to unconfirmed sources, all those who witnessed the event died mysteriously within several years. Were these witnesses victims of toxic fumes from the mysterious pink liquid, or were they killed by the dark forces of the KGB? The truth may never be known. However, theories and speculations continue to circulate. Some speculate that Princess Tisul may have been a representative of an ancient, advanced, or extraterrestrial civilization. These conspiracy theories are increasingly popular with the public, while the government continues to deny her existence. Scientists still working on the case are trying to figure out how this princess could have lived at least 800 million years ago, during the Paleozoic era, even before dinosaurs appeared, before our planet formed the first coal. A few years after the mysterious discovery of Princess Tisul, the coast of Rozhavki was once again besieged. This time, an army of experts and workers was sent to search for more artifacts. The area around the initial discovery site was carefully cordoned off, with military personnel carefully keeping curious locals from staying. One night, some soldiers decided to go to the local pub. Already a little drunk, one of them reveals the most important secret regarding their presence. 3 other coffins similar to the first one were found during the excavation. This new information has raised a new wave of questions, the biggest mystery of which is how Princess Tisul's body was preserved and packaged for so many years without any signs of decomposition. She didn't even look like she was dead, just sleeping. Because of this fact, many people call her the real Sleeping Beauty. It seems that Princess Tisula is not the only person of her kind. In the ancient days of ancient Rome, when the empire was prospering and civilization was at the height of its greatness, a mystery was created. In the time of Cicero, one of the greatest orators and statesmen in the history of Rome, a secret was buried. A story about a young woman who many believed to be his daughter. Her body was found in a coffin created with such ingenuity that it does not seem to be affected by time. What is even more astonishing, however, is that inside the coffin Her body is encased in a transparent liquid that seems to keep it in a perfectly preserved state. Many attempts have been made to determine the composition of this liquid, but each time, scientists are faced with the scourge of the unknown. The liquid is shrouded in mystery, just like the woman herself. For years, many people have questioned the identity of the young woman. Is she really Cicero's daughter, or just a woman who died in his time? No one can give a definitive answer. Cicero's daughter, as she is called, has become the subject of many speculations and theories. Some believe that she was the victim of an ancient ritual or experiment, while others believe that she may have been buried alive as a last-ditch attempt by a ailing Cicero to fight death. Aliens, gods, alchemy, magic, all have been questioned in an attempt to explain how her body could have been so well preserved over the centuries. However, the truth surrounding this young woman remains one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. In the Far East and the mysterious land of ancient China, a new chapter in our history is beginning. Beyond the thick walls of beautiful palaces and the shallow depths of ancient tombs, archaeologists have discovered something extraordinary. The body of a young woman was sealed in a coffin, completely covered with a mysterious liquid. When the coffin was opened, the liquid immediately evaporated. Everything happened so quickly and unpredictably, leaving only the woman's body in its intact beauty. She lay there in serenity and majesty, as if the sleep she had fallen into was still ongoing. Scientists were shocked. This mysterious liquid evaporates very quickly when exposed to air, which is something they have never seen. What is it? How can it take good care of the young woman's body over the centuries? There are countless questions, but there is still a lack of answers. The story of Princess Tisul turns out to be much bigger and more complex than we initially thought. There's more to it than our eyes can see. The mystery involving the princess and other mysterious beauties of the past deepened, and the questions also increased. What mysterious fluids help keep ancient bodies so well preserved? What technology or knowledge has been used to achieve this? And most importantly, where did these women come from, and why were they buried in such a way? Stories of the mysterious discovery from the mine have spread throughout the country, and lively discussions are taking place everywhere. Some speculate about ancient advanced civilizations, ancient aliens, or even parallel worlds. Others claim that these are religious rituals performed by ancient sects in search of a path to eternal life. Each of these possible answers sparks the imagination and arouses the public's curiosity. For many people, this is both fascinating and scary. The mystery of Princess Tisul and others like her remains unsolved, remaining the secrets and riddles they keep in their coffins. What else does our planet, full of mysteries and secrets, hide from us? Or what is a group of people hiding from us when they decide what to reveal and what not to reveal? We must note that all such information and statements have been denied by the authorities. The stories are considered urban legends, and natural physical evidence is non-existent. As we all know, many fairy tales are built on ancient accounts about events that are believed to have occurred countless years ago. Could it be that the story of the Sleeping Beauty is a fictional retelling, inspired by an ancient truth story? We have no way of knowing this, but this is a great question that has our minds thinking at the end of this mystical journey. And if you've really watched this far, with God's blessing, share it with your loved ones so they can know about this as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to give us more motivation to create more videos about the Bible. We hope to see you again in the next video. May God bless you and protect you at all times. Amen.